Hi YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Have you smiled today? It's Sami. Today we're going to talk about what it feels like to recover from depression. Now some of you out there might be struggling right now. Some of you may not have any energy, you may not have any hope, and you're probably feeling really alone and you can't really talk to anybody. And to be honest, when I was out there doing research and trying to understand what other people are going through, there's not really, everybody says you should have hope, but they don't tell you why. They don't tell you what the other side looks like. But I want to share with you today, once you recover, it is such an amazing place to be, and that's why it's so worth it for you to hang in there and stay with the fight, to actually keep fighting to get better, to feel better. And I'm going to tell you why today in this video. So starting off, the first thing I want to share about recovery from depression is that energy, something that you probably don't have right now. You don't even want to get up from bed. You don't have the energy to do any work, to go do your chores, to hang out with other people, to go to work. But it's amazing how it changes when you recover. Your energy comes back and you find all this motivation to go out and do your work, do what needs to be done. And at the same token, the procrastination that you're so used to, right now, it kind of melts away. You don't feel like procrastinating anymore. You want to get up from bed. You want to go out there and do work. You want to socialize with your friends. That's what's amazing. Once it goes away, a lot of these things that you struggle with right now are going to come back. Isn't that an amazing place to be? All right, next. The other thing I want to share with you is how you enjoy the little beauties of life. When you're depressed, everything is kind of dark and gloomy, right? And I know you might be at a place right now where you don't even notice the blue sky or the sun shining, and it doesn't even affect you anymore. Is that where you are right now? If you are, I want you to know, once your depression lifts and you feel better, you start seeing things, you start noticing things that doesn't even occur to you right now. For example, you feel the sunshine and it makes you feel good. You notice the blue skies. You feel and smell the air. You notice a lot of beauty around you. Simple, random acts of kindness from strangers. When people are nice, when a mother is walking with a little baby and they enjoy this special moment, you start noticing all these things around you and suddenly life actually feels beautiful. Like, how amazing is that when you can step out of the door and you already start seeing the beauty of life? It completely reinforces why it is so worthwhile for you to work on your recovery so that you can get there and you can feel that way. The other things that you're going to start seeing is how you feel gratitude. One of the biggest things about depression is how negative you feel, pretty much about everything. You feel sad all the time, right? You feel like there's no hope. You feel like there's no place to go from here. But once the depression lifts, once you feel better and you conquer depression, you're going to feel grateful again. You're going to feel grateful for all the little things in life and all the bigger things in life. You're going to feel grateful for simple things, things that we normally take for granted, like having a job or having a car or not having to shovel snow every day. Well, I'm in Canada, so I mean, that's something to be grateful about. You'll know if you're living around Toronto. But it makes you feel grateful about all the things that you normally don't even think about. And I find that so amazing, that how I used to look at the world and how grateful I am for the little things, for a smile, for kindness, to live where I do, to do what I do, to be able to get up and feel motivated, to feel energy, to actually recognize the skills, to feel so strong that you can actually handle so much that goes on in life. All of that is something to be grateful about. and you're going to feel like it's going to come more naturally. It's one thing when you're down in the dumps and you have to practice affirmations of gratitude. You know what? That's why we do it. The brain rewires. So when you keep affirming every day what you're grateful about, even when you're at your saddest and you look at your phone and your list of affirmations, sooner or later, you're going to see one day you're going to wake up and the things you were so sad about are not going to make you so sad. It's not going to make you so hopeless. And you're going to feel more gratitude. You're going to feel grateful about being able to take all of this on and move forward with your life. The other thing, if you have severe chronic depression, you may have drastic thoughts in your head. You may want things to end. You may even, God forbid, contemplate suicide. Well, I'm not a mental health expert, so make sure if you're feeling that bad, you must see a medical professional. You must talk to somebody. You must let them know that you're having these reoccurring thoughts. But I can tell you, once you start working on your depression, you have to work through it. There's no other way. You can depend on medication. You can depend on, cannabis is legal in Canada now. You can depend on that, and I'll do separate videos on that as well. But honestly, you working through it is what makes you a badass warrior. You fighting through it is what makes you so strong. And that's the kind of strength that nobody can take away from you. You want to do that. You want to get through this yourself. You want to conquer this. And once you do, you find reasons to be strong, reasons to live, reasons to be motivated, and all of that reason is you. You find you are worth it. You find you have a reason to live. You have a reason to get up every morning and go to work. You have a reason to put yourself out there and socialize with your friends. You have a reason to get up and tidy up the house or whatever it is that you need to do. That's the amazing thing. You will find that you are worth it. That feeling that you don't have right now, it's going to come back. And you're going to feel it with all your heart. You're going to feel it so strong that it's going to drive you. It's going to fulfill you. When you feel like you're worth it inside, once again, nobody can take that away from you. And it's going to drive you and motivate you every single day. And finally, you're going to smile more. You're going to feel more. You're going to actually feel happy. I know it feels like far-fetched right now. If you're really sad right now or down in the dumps, you've been suffering from depression for a long time. You know what? I didn't know it. I wasn't diagnosed when I was a kid, but I have had depression for over 20 years. And the honest truth is, I didn't fully recognize it, but I did. In my adult life, I had to work through it. In my 30s and 40s, to be honest, I had to work through it. And that's what it is. But you start, once it's lifted, you smile more, you enjoy, you feel happiness. It comes from within. You don't need external stimulants to make you happy. You don't need drugs to make you happy. You don't need friends to make you happy. How amazing is that? Like, can you even imagine it right now? Are you sitting at home right now listening, watching this video thinking, oh, I can never get there. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get there. Well, you know what? Keep working at it. That's the thing. You have to work through, conquer this shit. And honestly, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This video is all about how good it feels. It's about how worth it is for you to actually work through your depression so that you feel the happiness from within. You feel the gratitude from within. I'm here to tell you, just like so many survivors out there, a lot of success stories out there of people who were depressed once before. You can be that too. That's what you have to realize. Your potential is out there. You are fully capable of pulling yourself out of this, digging yourself out of this, and then going for the life you want, being the person that you want to be. Then nobody can stop you from doing that. But Yes, it's a manual process. Yes, it's a day by day process. It might be a thought by thought process. It might be a breath by breath process. But guess what? You can still get there. And trust me, I know I only covered a handful of points in terms of how amazing it feels to actually recover from depression, but I have to tell you, from the outside world can still be shitty. That's the honest truth. But the way you look at it will change so drastically that it wouldn't matter. Everything you want, everything you need to feel good, to feel happy is inside of you. And that's the biggest thing you're going to realize. So just remember, no matter how tough life is right now, no matter how badly you're struggling right now, I want you to know there is nothing that can stop you from getting through this, and I'm going to see you on the other side. That's the beautiful part. Recovery feels amazing. It comes from within. One day, you're going to wake up and you're going to realize, oh my God, I actually feel happy. Yes, it will happen to you too. So that's it for today's video. Please feel free to like the video as well as leave a comment if you want to see similar videos. I'd really appreciate your support if you subscribe to this channel, and also click on the little alarm button so that you get notifications every time I do a video. My next video will be on recovery from anxiety, and I'm also planning to do recovery videos on PTSD as well. So stay tuned, and until next time, love, peace, respect. Namaste.